Walk over there. Since you couldn't hike. Cameo.
Hey, I'm wearing yours. A little bit small.
He's wearing it.
My belly is still I can't zip it.
We got Tad.
You got a hat?
We're all ready to tackle Soraksan. What's up everybody? I am Soraksan. I am so excited to be here. Soraksan actually is the mecca for all Korean hikers, as it is where the autumn is gonna look the best.
1, 2, 3.
So Tad's got an issue with his knee, and so do I. So we're not gonna be attempting the crazy 1708 meters up this rocky mountain, which is considered one of Korea's tallest and toughest mountains to climb. But we are, however, gonna go on that cable car. Now, even before I was into hiking, I've always wanted to come to Seoraksan because it's just one of those places you want to come during the fall. But it's so tough to get the timing right because the fall foliage peaks and then it only lasts for about a week or two, and then all the leaves just disappear off. Because by the time the fall foliage comes down to the bottom of the mountain, it's gonna be starting to snow up there and the leaves completely gone. You also can't judge things by how things are in Seoul because Seoraksan is one of the coldest mountains and areas in Korea. So the fall comes earlier. So you gotta constantly be monitoring other news sources and outlets to know exactly when to come here. All right, finally at the cable car. So we got some tickets, but because of the COVID, they're really segregating everybody in the cars. So it's gonna be a 20-minute wait time to get onto the cable cars and go up to the top. So this is not the cable car we'll be going in, but it goes to show just how long this cable car has been operating here at Soraksan. I remember back in the 80s when I came here as a little kid, they had this. Tad here is a vet, so he was able to get this at the PX here in Korea.
Oh my god. Can you smell the jalapeno?
Oh, this is the smell of America. The smell of freedom. The objective is to try to get to the front of your little group because you want to try to rush in window area to the front. Looking back, that's gonna be the best view. All right, see, she knows what's up. The first person tries to get to the front. Oh. Alright guys, so actually when we're closer to the top, the fall foliage is in full bloom. From the bottom, it was like a mixture of yellow and red, so it looked brownish, but up here it's bright. Wow, look at this, guys. Whenever I come to Korea, I say I want to go to Soraksan, they say, oh, it's over already there. But today I'm getting to see it. 1, 2, 3. Look at the color, guys. Oh my gosh, it's just only gonna get better as we go higher up the mountain because the fall foliage is gonna be better. Probably pushing a bit for Tad, but he's gonna enjoy the amazing scenery right here while I attempt to find a little stretch. A week or two too early, but it still looks so great from up here. And then the eastern side offers an amazing view of Sokcho and Gangneung over there. Wow. Guys, really easy trip up here, 10 minutes. We're gonna head to the next trail, but everyone should be able to at least do this, experience a bit of this. Love it. Now, Soraksan, the Seol is for the frost because it's a cold mountain. Ok is a designation that they put for mountains that are really, really hard and treacherous to climb. So what we're just gonna do is explore the more scenic, a bit more touristy parts, but I'm completely okay with that. Now here we're at Sinungsa, which is the main temple here. Iconic bronze statue right here. I'm not Buddhist, but you gotta certainly appreciate the architecture here. Some interesting facts: it's 14.6 meters high, and 108 tons made of massive blue bronze. Alright guys, you gotta just see how vast this national park is. We are actually located right here. This way up here, Daecheongbong, is the tallest peak at 1,700. We just went around 7, 8, 9, halfway up this. Now we're headed to Hundeulbawi. As a close-up, you see that it's about 2.1 kilometers that way. There is another trail up to Bisondae, which is amazing in the fall foliage, and a shorter one too, to the different falls right there. So if you go this way, you can go to Bisondae. If you keep going to the left and to the right, you will be going to Ulsan Rocks. So this is where Tad's gonna leave us. Chill out in the temple tea house, overlooking the amazing riverway that has no water at this point. And me and Anne will be going to Hundeulbawi, which literally means shaky rock, and you'll see why. Alright guys, this is the temple. Like most Korean temples, it's guarded by these 4 guardians. And once you're inside, these monks have the best view for their home. Wow! And you actually go underneath. Oh, the blue roof is iconic. And then again, the great view of Soraksan right there. You can even stop by for some fresh mountain water. They got cups and everything for you. Unfortunately, not a lot of people using it at this time of COVID. So I've just been informed that this route up to Hundeulbawi, it's actually only temporary, and that's why it's not really nicely paved and such. Quite scary a bit actually. And the reason for that is the epic typhoons that took place this year in Korea basically washed away the main trail. So hopefully by the time you come back, you'll have a more scenic, better route up to Hundeulbawi. Alright guys, we're at a small temple halfway up the shaky cliffs. It's quite iconic because they have a beautiful little statue of Buddha right here, balancing a little platform on top of his head. This is sort of when I wish I had the professor with me. I'm sure he has some interesting trivia about this guy. We're just getting glimpses of the fall foliage here. And that color right there, the bright red, that's what we're looking for. In another week, this place will be so beautiful. So this trail is quite popular and well developed. You see a really nice toilet almost towards the top of the summit. Alright guys, it seems like we're almost at the top. And then Hundeulbawi should be either to the left or the right of it, from what I understand. We're at Hundeulbawi, which is that boulder right over there. Look at all these characters written on the ground. Fascinating. Maybe these good luck characters are what's keeping that boulder balanced on there. It's actually a drop, about a 10 degree. So it feels like this boulder will roll straight down the cliff at any time. Amazing. Oh man, I really don't want to push on it too hard. I feel like it could roll downhill and I'll be blamed for ruining a national treasure. I wonder if you can see the writing on the big flat boulder up there. I wonder how they got it so flat. I wonder if it was originally like that from all the weathering. And you can see from here, Ulsan Cliffs. It's a cave under this big boulder. And you see a beautiful statue of Buddha inside. And I'm really curious how they got all these coins to stick in there. I don't want to touch it. I think it's balanced on there. Oh my god. Oh. Alright guys, I'm gonna now attempt to climb the Ulsan cliffs. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it. Since September 8th, this has been shut off for the prevention of coronavirus. You know, I don't mind too much though, because I do want to return back to this place when the leaves are much more in bloom and really experience how amazing Soraksan is. So we'll just have to call it a little teaser for something to come in the future. So I didn't have any hot Korean noodles prepared like the ladies behind me, but I'll just settle for a candy bar. Wow. I'm doing some extreme rock balancing here. Wow. So hey everybody, Soraksan's for everybody, young and old alike. They all come to hike. Hopefully you'll come when there isn't a typhoon that wipes out the rest of this road, and you'll have a better experience than I do. Look at this guy. What a trooper, waiting for us to come up and down. High five! So while waiting for Anne, we decided to try some of this Seoraksan Trip makgeolli. Todok, by the way, is this root that's very famous in Korean cooking. Smells a bit spicy.
Sorry, coming to me.
Hi, Anne's joining us. Yeah, makgeolli, love it. Yay! Cheers. Oh, it has that herbally scent because it's todok. I did not know that todok looks like ginseng. It tastes like ginseng too. Yeah, but even the top part, it looks like that. So I was complaining that the potato pancakes were so expensive, but look at the size of this. It's overflowing.
It's a pizza.
So actually, potatoes are a delicacy of the Gangwon province. Chewy and crispy at the same time. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, that's the true taste of the mountains. We've just improvised this kettle brand potato chip. So
No, try.
you're gonna wrap it?
Yeah, I show you. Let's see. It's so good.
This can only come from the mind of a Korean American.
Yes.
Oh, I can hear that crunch.
Oh. Oh, it's
Sweet
good.
makgeolli right now. Oh. You're not human if you don't want to come here and try this.
A little bit.
We're refining it now. It'll just stick. I just realized this is potato on potato. You don't need the soy sauce because the sea salt from the kettle chip, it complements perfectly. There seems to be a very sad history about Sorak Mountain, however, because during the Korean War, the North Korean army was sort of trapped in between Soraksan and South Koreans, and North Koreans fought, killed a lot of North Koreans and also died trying to kill them. That's how treacherous this mountain is. I mean, guys, for reference, that is the peak that we got to the top of with the cable car. Soraksan, that's behind it, that was the main peak, is almost twice that height. Imagine being stuck helplessly here in this valley with soldiers gunning for you. It's a solemn reminder that for every bit of beauty here that is in Korea, there's always also usually a very tragic and sad history. I just realized if we went to the main peak from here, it's 11 kilometers. And the route that Tad did when he was a teenager, I don't even want to calculate that. That's so long. This compared to just that. And this is already 11 kilometers. They do now have a short route right here, about 5 kilometers, but that's still slightly longer than what I did in Bukhansan. And the route I hear is more treacherous. So you definitely gotta come prepared. So here's to a successful surgery and coming back another year later.
That's right.
Yeah. Very clean, simple. I like it. Let's check out the view. It's nice and clean. And it even has a hot spring. And you definitely get a nice little view of Sorak Mountain right there. Hey, for 32 bucks a night, can't complain in Korea. Man, look how massive these crabs are. Whoa! Yikes! Oh.
고기는 살. Really good.
Is it? We like the vegetables and the mushrooms so much, we added additional for like $1.50 and it's like all filled up. And then they give you some kalguksu at the end. What's different here though is they're not using any of the broth, but they're using the same pan, and these are crab legs.
Unique. I never had it.
How's your knee, Tad? Getting
It's okay, you know, I'm getting my last hoorah before it goes kaput. One more week.
Getting good use out of them. Squeezing every little mileage.
Yep.
So Dad came prepared to party. I'm so buzzing from the rice wine already. Got some more like stuff from the PX. And he's sad that we didn't vlog his favorite ice cream. Next time. Cheers. I need all my energy to like stay up, but this guy's so tired. I woke up at 5 o'clock. So wrap it up for the night. Check in with you tomorrow morning.
One of the things you address in your book is the criticism
Oh,
of the deaths in nursing homes.
oh, that's smooth.